It's Nolan.
We focus exclusively on plaintiff's personal injury work. All our clients.
What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another live edition of Inside the Industry. This is motherfucking crazy. All my insiders, what it do? Y'all ain't gonna believe this is. I was literally in the bed, sleep. You know what I mean? Out of my equilibrium, out of my mind. And I was awoken with all this crazy shit. It was just Drake when I woke up. Next thing I know, I saw my phone. I had a notification from Kendrick Lamar, like he sent me a text. He didn't, but it was like that. Talking about Kendrick dropped. Oh my goodness. This shit is crazy. Both these niggas, Kendrick and Drake, dropped disses simultaneously. I don't know. It seemed like it might be leaks in both camps. This nigga Drake come out with Family Matters, and motherfucking Kendrick comes out with Meet the Grrrls. Now, before we get started and get into all the mess, let me look at the poll we have here. Who got this round? 73% says Kendrick, 8% says Drake, 19% says the kids are losing. We've got 66 votes in the poll so far, 67 is going up. I see we got a lot of Kendrick fans over here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all on first listen. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't know. And this is the issue I had earlier. When it comes to the songs, when it comes to the listenability, when it comes to what am I gonna run back and listen to, Drake seems to be leading in that category, in my opinion. When it comes to lyrical content, when it comes to who I can relate more to in this battle, when it comes to possibly how I might approach it if I were in the same position, that's where I would favor Kendrick. He's more methodical, right? He still seems to be taking the grown man approach to this beef, right? But I'm square in the fucking middle with this shit. I'm not on nobody's payroll. I'm not on nobody's snossage. Like, nah. This shit, you gonna need me to get in the bed and wake up. I'm here. But I'm being honest. Like, ain't nobody gonna sway my opinion. Y'all wanna hear me? I'm gonna be honest. Drake shit is hard. Drake shit. He previewed this Family Matters record at the end of Push-Ups, but he's actually responding to shit that Kendrick said on Euphoria. So I feel like either he went back in the studio and finished the song, or the song was already done and he knew that this was coming. At that juncture, I gotta start looking at this beef with a different set of eyes, listening with a different set of ears, because now I'm feeling like niggas know what each other's dropping. Now I'm feeling like niggas is leaking songs to each other, and maybe Interscope, Universal is at the core of this, is really putting this up for niggas to profit. I've been looking at this differently. I've been looking at this from a skill standpoint. I've been looking at this shit from a they don't really like each other standpoint, which I think is real. But what the fuck is going on? Niggas got diss records already ready for what niggas is talking about. Nah, 7-minute diss is not too long. Kendrick just rapped for 6.5 minutes. Miss Curiosity, I fucks with you, but ain't no way we letting that slide. Ain't no way we letting that slide. Niggas is rapping 6-7 minutes a piece. I'm here for all of it. I love both these artists. I listen to both these artists. If you had to ask me who I've listened to the most since they done came out, it would be Kendrick Lamar. But niggas is going in on both sides. Nah, J. Cole ain't winning shit. No, Mel. J. Cole might have to retire. I'm not letting nobody get off on this shit. J. Cole might have to wrap it up. I love Cole. I love Dreamville. I love everybody. The fall off, throw that shit in the river somewhere. Sell it to a billionaire like Wu-Tang. We'll get it one day. Nah. We gonna keep this shit all the way real. Y'all wanna wake me up out my sleep for this shit? We gonna keep this shit so real tonight. I don't give no fucks. Now let's get to this music. Let's get to the lyrics. So first up, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go with Drake. I know y'all don't like Drake. I know y'all like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I don't care. Now, number one, Drake jumps in and says, that's his mama in the intro, right? That's his mama. Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying, nigga, I said it. I know that you mad. I emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed and I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. That nigga said, boy, you can't tell me not to say nigga. Nigga? Who is this nigga? I knew he was gonna jump in and do this shit, man. I knew he was gonna do this shit. Oh my Lord. Nigga. I said it. I know that you been hold the fuck up. So he goes into the drop a 50 bag for the mob on the spot. I don't know, y'all. I'm just keeping it trail with y'all, man. I'm not. Y'all know we had a whole discourse earlier about this bias shit. I'm not rolling. We're gonna call this shit down the middle. Now, what does drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot mean? Somebody got a 50 bag on their head. Is it real? I doubt it. So he says, I was really, really trying to keep it PG. You know, Kendrick's label is called PG Lane. So then he says, if you had a set, they gave your ass a DP. This is tough, right? This is tough. Because now we're stepping into Los Angeles gang culture, DP. You know what I'm saying? Meaning they whooping on your ass, right? They violating you. To civilian gang in real life, you're PC, right? You a civilian, nigga. Gang in real life, you PC. You politically correct. You a square. You be out here getting by off of your affiliations, which, to be honest, Drake is too. Drake is too. Everything he's saying in this piece, I gotta be honest. It's a mirror. He said, you know who really bang a set? My nigga YG. You know who really bang a set? My nigga Chuck T. Chuck T as in game, Chuck Taylor. So he's calling out real life bloods from your area or in your area. Because Game and YG are also from Compton. He said, you know who even bang out a set there? CB. So he says even Chris Brown is legitimately repping the set. Who the fuck is you? Damn. Nigga, Cole losing sleep on this ain't me. So he's saying Cole losing sleep. Cole can't sleep. Cole is out here, goddamn, with cold feet. Cole is out here shivering at night, can't get no type of rest with this shit going on, nigga. That's not me. You better have some paperwork or that shit is fake tea. Right? You calling me a snitch, you're going to have to show some paperwork that signifies that I'm snitching. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. That's a follow-up. I mean, it's true a nigga slimed me for my AP. So he said, I did get robbed, but please produce paperwork that says I actually snitched on somebody. Now, hey, he's living in his truth. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can brag in a diss song about getting slimed for your AP and think that's cool. I'm being honest, but he's at least living in his truth. He said just like how Metro slimed a nigga for his main squeeze. Wow. So now he's throwing Metro back into the ring, and he's saying Metro slimed a nigga for his main squeeze. He took somebody's woman, one of his homeboys. Done took Metro done did one of his niggas wrong. Out here begging for attention, niggas say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free. Now, I knew he was going to take this angle. I knew Drake was going to take this angle. The fake conscious, the fake deep. You talking like you out here on some motherfucking Nat Turner shit, but who have you actually saved? What have you actually done in the real world to give you all of this favor? I think that's a very valid question for anybody in hip hop that comes out with conscious music, that comes out with this revolutionary style of music. You do have to ask, all right, when the music stops, what have you done? Right? Kendrick has won Peace Prize, Pulitzer Prize, all this type of stuff. But it's for the music. Again, I'm calling this shit fairly. We're going to get to Drake. But we on his song right now. You just acting like an activist is make-believe. But you won't even go to your hood and plant no money trees. So he's saying, nigga, you don't even do no work in your hood. You don't put no money back in your neighborhood. But you out here acting like you doing all this shit in your records. Right? You say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? Now remember, on Euphoria, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. We hate the girls you fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because they confuse themselves with real women. Notice I said we, it ain't just me. I'm with the culture feeling. So it's like, well, what you mean by that? What you mean you hate the girls I fuck? What you really mean by that? Basically insinuating, is you on the DL ski? You know what I mean? That's just him. He said, I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. I've been with all types of women. So what's the problem? You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, we've been battling on this shit for days about this whole black, light-skinned, mixed, mulatto, white mama, black daddy shit. So he's saying if I'm a problem for being mixed with a white mama, what about your wife? This is a question that people have been asking for the last couple of days. People on podcasts been talking about this. People been going viral on TikTok talking about this. I think this is a bullshit point because I don't believe Kendrick was actually dissing you for being mixed. He was dissing you for not being of the culture. There's a difference between your ethnicity and your actual culture. You were raised in Jewish culture. You were raised in white predominant neighborhood. There's footage of you saying nigga with an ER when you was an adult man, or at least about to be an adult man. So I think those are valid. And I think Drake is using this because his fans are going to fall for that. But that doesn't make this song hit any less for me because it's still a bop. It's still something I'm a turn on and I'm a fucking listen to because the beat and the production is captivating. We're going to keep it all the way honest. Right? You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. So you wifed up a mixed queen and you fuck white women to boost your self-esteem. Let's be real with you. You want to throw all this dirt on me about what I be doing in the industry, who I'm sleeping with, but let's talk about what you've said yourself. If you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he talked about how the first time, and I'm talking about Kendrick now, first time he fucked a white chick, he was 16, right? Good Kid, Mad City tour, he was going overseas, seeing all these different shades of white women. He's smashing them out, even though his girl, the mixed queen, Whitney back home, he cheating on her, getting his taste. So it's like, nigga, you rapped about this shit. Let's not act like it didn't happen and now all of a sudden you want to be self-righteous. Let's talk about your shit. Right? On some Bobby shit, I want to know what Whitney need. Right? So he's saying, well, what does she need on some Bobby shit? I could swoop in and take care of her. If you don't want her, let me see what's up with her. Damn. All that puppy love was over in your late teens. Yeah, y'all met when y'all was still in school. Puppy love. But is the relationship, is the foundation still strong today, or are y'all just staying together to save face? Damn. We could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me. Hold on. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? So he's like, okay, now you want to talk about my kids. Well, why you don't never put your kids on display? Right? You don't never hold your son and tell him say cheese. We could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me. You a dog and you know it. You just play sweet. He's saying you just like me, nigga. You part of the fam. You doing the same shit that we be out here doing, but you portray yourself in a different light to make you seem like you better than us. You ain't no better than nobody. Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. Now, some people, from what I've heard in the limited time since this came out, some people could believe that this save me notion could mean either she wants to be saved from the relationship, as in she don't want to be with him no more, but she's just staying in it for the kids. Some people are also speculating that this could mean that Kendrick puts his hand on this girl on the low. I don't know that to be true, but the insinuation is there, right? You did a dirty all your life. You trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Freeze. Hold the fuck up. Y'all talking about this nigga ain't talking? I heard one of your kids might be Dave Freeze. Y'all know Dave Freeze is Kendrick's childhood best friend. Dave Freeze is the reason why Kendrick was even signed to TDE. He left TDE with Dave Free to go start PG Lane. So he's saying one of them motherfuckers might be Dave Freeze on the lowski broski. Right? Don't make it Dave Freeze. Because if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe. Shake that. Then he goes into the shake that ass, the sexy red shit. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for free. Excuse me. So he's saying she over there. She getting down to the sexy red shit with your homie. What about that? We don't know that to be true. Niggas is slinging mud. Niggas is trying to introduce doubt. This is the part of the beef where niggas really start slinging that mud. This is the shit that Jay Prince was trying to keep us away from the first time with Pusha T. This shit is entertaining to me. I don't give a fuck. Now, from there, he said, well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. So now she not shaking ass for free literally in terms of money, but she's shaking her ass for free as in Dave. Your man a little K, we call that shit a mini Drake. Now this part here is a little weird to say he's a mini Drake. And in the video that Drake uploaded, you see the good kid Mad City van getting taken in to the chop shop or the junkyard. So he's like, all this history, all this shit that you set up, all this storytelling you gave us, that's what we revere you for. It's time to smash your whole narrative. He said, he always said I overlooked him. I was staring straight. Now, this is another shot at Kendrick being small, right? You say I overlook you, but really I was just staring straight, nigga. You just too short for me to even see you. You don't come up in conversation. You don't come up in relevance unless it's about this beef in his eyes. These bars go over Kenny's head no matter what I say, right? Again, talking about him being short. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. He said, I knew it was smoke when that nigga started singing. Talking about Abel the weekend, circling back to the other niggas who got a vendetta with Drake. Nigga said, almost started reaching for my waist. Like, man, I might just clap this nigga just for showing up and singing. All right, cool. Do the drop 50 bag, blase blah. Next part. He said, let me stop playing around, take this serious. You niggas is a joke. I take you serious, though. If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga, really shooter in your gang, that's P's brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. So now he's taking aim at Weeknd for a second. You say my shooter's doing TikToks, which is true. Baka Not Nice, who is a part of Drake's crew, is doing TikToks with his white lady. And, you know, whatever. If y'all niggas like white women or Asian women, do what the fuck you do, man. But he say, realest shooter in your game, that's P Brothers. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. So here, they saying Kendrick's best shooter won't be getting nothing shot. So he says, nigga, can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, save it for a hip hop nigga. So he's saying, I can't listen to The Weeknd trying to beef with me while singing in falsetto. Save that shit for a rap nigga. Get him out of here. He gonna get himself hurt. You're not really equipped for this battle, nigga. Ain't no way you could do that. Say that shit for the dream. Falsetto. Take that shit over there. Y'all never be at home. Dog, you a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. So he says, you don't even be in Toronto. You don't even be in the 6. You a souvenir out the gift shop. We put you on display, but you really ain't part of what we got going on here for real, for real. Still mad about that one hoe we ain't even fuck. I just lip locked with her. So apparently he feels like niggas is mad over a female that he ain't even smash. He kissed her, right? So people are saying that this is referencing the model Bella Hadid. This is The Weeknd's ex who ended up with Drake shortly after Weeknd broke up with her, right? They're saying this is a potential reason for them to start beefing in 2019. This could be a double here because he could also be referencing Future, who seems to have a problem with Drake over some woman, pillow talking, whatever. So he's like, y'all niggas mad about these females. I just kissed them. I ain't even smashed on them. But y'all really got a problem? Okay. Probably not the first time that this done happened. These niggas exchange women like fucking new boxers any goddamn way. So he's like, I don't understand why y'all tripping. He says, I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my dick drop. Wow. So he's saying, I ain't even did nothing for real yet. I ain't even playing with y'all yet. He said, what the fuck I heard Rick drop, nigga, talking about a nose job, nigga. Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doctors never told y'all niggas. So now he's saying, back to Rick Ross. I heard you done drop. You talking about my nose job. Nigga, how you losing weight? You did all that CrossFit, Rossfit shit and ain't lose no motherfucking weight. You put on a whole fat suit, sweatsuit, nigga. You ain't lost no weight. But all of a sudden, you're getting fit. Ozempic, nigga. OZZ. OZZ. That Ozempic got a side effect, man. It's making you jealous. The doctors never told you. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kind of like your old job. So now I'm about to put you in these bars. I'm going to let you rock, kind of like how you used to do when you used to lock niggas up as a celly, as a CO. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even know y'all niggas. Right? I'm living out in the place y'all can't even touch. Don't nobody even know you where I'm at. Bitches got to drive 2 hours for you to pay them just to give a blowjob, nigga. Wow. Now, again, this is a jab at Kendrick's infidelity problems. Kendrick admitted on Mr. Morale about that. So you driving 2 hours out the city to pay hookers or escorts to come give you a blowy. Must have snorted up a snowball because my last record deal was 400 M's. These days, that's a low ball. Now, again, we've talked about Drake getting that 400 M's from Universal to come back because he could have went independent. He said they gave me 400 M's, but these days, that's a low ball. I never accept that amount again. It's only going up from here. Y'all niggas ain't on my level. Says, hey, who next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Right? Now, this is interesting because as you can see on the thumbnail here, we got so many people. All of these people in this thumbnail have worked with Drake, acted like they was homies with Drake. They've received the Drake care package. He done turned them niggas up, gave them hit records, put money in their pocket, created college tuitions for these niggas off these hit records. We gonna keep it all the way real here. Which one of my so-called niggas is on the list? Because y'all niggas been dick riding for the last 10 years, allowing yourselves to get all the benefits of working with me, but now y'all got a problem. Which one of my so-called niggas is left on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas need a shell from the clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. So he said, I knew one day it would come to this. I knew y'all was gonna go bad at some point. I just been waiting. I've been holding the phone, reserving, but I knew this time would come. Good kid, Mad City Van. We pop the latch and let the dough slide. That's tough. Niggas can say what they want. That shit tough. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussies dying. It's a war cry. So he said, I'm not tears running down my cheek. I'm not crying because I'm emotional. I'm laughing at taking you niggas out. I'm laughing at the opportunity to take all you niggas out. It's a war cry. Weekend music getting Weekend music getting played in spots where boys got a little more pride. So he's saying, you can't even speak to me, dog. Your music get played in the gay clubs primarily. Like, we not even really fucking with you like that. Please keep it over there. Leave that shit for a hip-hop nigga. Damn. That's why your friends dip into Atlanta paying to just find a tour guide. And of course, you know, Atlanta gets a bad rap for having a lot of gay people. They say it's one of the gay capitals. So he's saying your music get played in the gay clubs and all your homies dip into Atlanta looking for tour guides. And it seems that they might be looking for male tour guides. Able run your fucking bread. Need to buy some more chains for some more guys. Like, shit, nigga. Y'all keep buying chains for niggas. Keep doing that. Because apparently, that's what y'all into. Let me find another street nigga I can take to the game. Courtside. So he's still trolling niggas. Y'all keep finding street niggas to take to the game. You buying them courtside seats. But I don't see y'all around no women. What's going on? Let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper. Take the nigga on a horse ride. Wow. Anything to take the spotlight off the fact the boss is a drugged out little pussy sissy from the north side. Rakim talking shit again. That's ASAP Rocky. Rakim talking shit again. Gas cause you hit my BM first. Nigga do the math. Who I was hitting then. So he's saying, okay. Cause we all know that Drake's baby mama is an adult film star. At least she was. There's been talks that ASAP Rocky also had an escapade with this woman. Or sexcapade with this woman. But he's saying, okay, you hit my BM first. But who was I hitting at that time? When you was with my lady, I was with yours. So let's call it even, and you check out the game. You here courtside, it's time for you to go back to the locker room. You don't even count. Right? I ain't even know you rap still, because they only talking about your fit again. Again, take your ass back to the bleachers. I ain't even know you still rap, nigga. Everybody, only time we really talk about you is when you on some fashion shit. Who this nigga is? Smack, who this nigga? Probably gotta have a kid again before you think of dropping any shit again. He said you gotta have a kid again before you think of dropping any shit again. And they say Rihanna is pregnant once again. You a rich baby mama at this point. That's what he calling you. He said all you good for is having kids. You can't even come back to the rap game. Even when you do drop, they say you should have modeled because it's mid again. Even when you do drop, niggas don't even want to hear it. They want you to get back on the runway. That's tough, man. Because ASAP Rocky ain't dropped no like super fire music in a long time. He was supposed to be in the conversation with the Drakes, the Kendricks, and all of these niggas that done came out to be the hip hop legends of today. ASAP Rocky done became a rich baby mama. In his estimation. He say smoking 50. But they should have put you on the first one. You're trying to get it in. So he's saying, you out here trying to catch smoke. They ain't even put you on the first album. They put you on the second one. You trying to get a little taste, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Ask Rhea if this is a good idea next time you cuddled in the bed again. Ask Rhea if this is really a good idea. She know what it is with me. Ask her if it's a good idea next time you cuddled in the bed again. She'll even tell you leave the boy alone before you get your head split again. Now, I don't know when ASAP Rocky got his fucking head split. I know he's done had some issues within his ASAP crew. I know he done shot a nigga in his crew. So clearly they ain't always peachy keen over there at ASAP. But you finna get your shit split again. Pluto shit make me sick to my stomach. We ain't never really been through it. So now he puts his aim on Future and say, this Future shit really make me sick to my stomach because we ain't even had no issue. We ain't never really had no problem. Leland Wayne, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence. Leland Wayne is Metro Boomin. So he's saying, Metro done put you up to this idea that you gotta go against me. He clearly is the influence because we ain't never had no problems. These niggas had a plan and they finally found a way to rope their way into it. 2 separate albums dissing. I just did a Kim to nigga did a Kim to it. Nigga skimmed through it. So he's saying, y'all got 2 whole albums dissing me like Kim Kardashian. I skimmed through it, right? So Kim Kardashian, she got the skims. And once again, people have said that Drake done smashed Kim Kardashian as well. So that's a jab at Kanye on the low just for getting on that Like That remix that he allegedly had cease and desisted, right? Me and Savage had the hoes dripping wet at the shows, almost had to swim to it. We got all these ladies wet, nigga. We swimming to the show. K-Dot shit only hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it. This is hard. So he said K-Dot shit only really do anything when Baby Keem is involved. And we see Kendrick spending a lot of time with Baby Keem these days. We didn't used to see Baby Keem on them first few classic albums. He's saying you fell off. You only really got good records when your little cousin is helping you come up with ideas. Ross calling me the white boy, and the shit kind of got a ring to it. I ain't even mad, because all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. So he's saying, you want to call me white boy? Call me white boy, because I see y'all niggas waving white flags. Y'all want to draw. Y'all want a truce while the club singing my shit. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to the visual with the candlelight, body after fucking body, and you know Rick reading my Miranda rights. So now he's saying, I'm killing all you niggas, and Rick Ross, the police, is now reading me my Miranda rights. That's hard, man. I don't give no fuck what nobody talking about. I'm going on vacation now. Hope next time y'all planned it right, because you got to pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price. So he's saying, I'm going on vacation now. Remember, Drake just got off tour. He's supposed to be taking a break, but he's been called to the front, so now he has to handle niggas. I hope y'all understand the price of bringing me out of my quarters. Y'all niggas done woke up the beast. Go to part 3. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone got to hand him a Grammy right now. You know, because clearly the industry wants Kendrick to be a bigger artist than Drake. That's what he's saying. The industry wants you to be bigger than me. Everybody been giving you Grammys, just handing them to you. They don't want to give me Grammys. He's got a few, but you clearly have more favor in these areas than I do. So go hand him a Grammy right now. Where your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. Now, I don't know who the uncle is, but y'all remember Auntie Diaries on Kendrick's album? My auntie is a man now. So he's saying your transgender auntie is the man of the house. That ain't tough, man. Even I know you don't want to get into the LGBT of it, but just on some dissing a nigga, on some disrespectful shit, that's tough. On some battle rap shit, that will go up. West Coast niggas do fades, right? Come get this ass whooping. I'm handing them out. So he said, y'all niggas like to run fades on the West Coast. Come get this ass whooping, nigga. You want to take up Pharrell, then come get his legacy out of my house. He's saying, you really want to take up for Pharrell? Come take these jewels from me. I bought the shit fair and square. Y'all got a problem. Come take these shits. A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out your mouth. So he's saying that this is a lie. That Kendrick said you sent the cease and desist. You don't like that record? He said that shit is for hoes. And he's also referring to Rick Ross and French Montana, saying, well, I don't know where y'all got this idea from that I sent the cease and desist. French Montana has made no reference to it. He said, you called Tupac Estate and begged them to sue me to get that shit down. So he's now saying, you the one that called Tupac Estate on me. That niggas didn't know I did that record. You told them I did it. But y'all want to act like I'm federal. Y'all want to act like I'm the bad guy. But when it comes to the beef, y'all niggas is calling the states, getting them to come cease and desist my ass. Okay, cool. I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy Wonder send a beat, not kill you for fun. So he says, all Boy Wonder got to do is keep sending beats and I'm going to keep murking y'all niggas. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You Stunner and Wayne like father like son. So he said, remember, on the Duckworth song, Kendrick talks about his dad working at KFC. Top Dog busts up in there with the gun, hold the place, stick up, want the money. His dad got robbed by Top, but all of a sudden, that's your boss. All of a sudden, that's the nigga that y'all look up to. That's the nigga that's helping you feed your family. How do you live with that, right? You talking about me getting robbed, but your pops got robbed by the nigga that runs your label, and y'all yucking it up like it's all good. Anthony set up the plays. Kojo be charging you double for none. So this is going into the business dynamic of TDE. Anthony is Top Dog. Which is interesting because on some songs, Top Dog does have publishing, but on Kendrick's music, but Top didn't write none of the songs. So he's saying he's charging y'all double for none. Why is his name on the publishing if he ain't writing the songs, but you saying you're not getting extorted? They shook about what I'm going to say, but texting your phone like we already won. So he's saying TDE and them, they shook about what I'm going to say, but they texting your phone like we already won. Like, yeah, we got them, but they really scared on the low. You tell me what I shouldn't say, but fucking nigga, it's already done. We already know it's 20v1. We already know why you went number one. So he said, we already know it's 20v1. We already know it's all of y'all against me. And I know why you're number one because of the fact that you mentioned me. It wouldn't have been this big of a hit if you didn't have my name or my likeness associated with it. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. You write about fuck the big three. It's only Big D and it's video proof. So now he's saying, again, all of this success y'all having off this shit, y'all owe me money, right? Give me the money. You say fuck the big three. Okay, you right. Because it's only Big D and it's video proof. So he's saying Big D as in Big Drake and also talking about his situation down below. Because of that video that leaked. I still ain't never seen this shit, but I heard about it. Right? Our son should go play at the park. 2 light skins. That shit will be cute. So he's saying, at the end of the day, our kids can go play at the park, my nigga. You got a light skinned kid. I got a light skinned kid. Right? But how did you know what I mean? That would be cute. Unless you don't want to be seen with anyone blacker than you. Or that isn't blacker than you. So he's saying, clearly, you got a problem with us because of a racial thing. Again, we talked about that in the beginning. Not a good play, not a good angle, but this is the angle that people brought to his doorstep, so he's leaning into it. He said, we get it, we got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think that you bishop in juice. So now he's saying, okay, you got to uphold this image that you this fucking black revolutionary shit. You also got to hold up this image that you're on some gangster shit, gin and juice. You want to be like Snoop. You want to be like Pac. You want to be all these guys, Bishop and Juice. You think you're Tupac. Okay. But he said, well, when you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she bigger than you? So he's, again, insinuating that Kendrick puts his hands on Whitney. Now, are you hitting her because it's self-defense because she bigger than you? Is she beating your ass? And that's why you getting back? He said, your back is up against the curb. You digging for dirt. You should be digging for proof. Right? So he's saying your back's against the wall. You digging for dirt on me, but make sure you find proof of that dirt. Don't just look up some shit and just because they got my name attached to it, you think you can say it. Why did you move to New York? Is it because you live in that bachelor life? Here we go again with him insinuating trouble in Kendrick's household. Say you done moved to New York. You live in the bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make her your actual wife. So he's saying you proposed in 2015, but why you ain't married yet? It's been damn near 10 years. Why you won't make her your wife? You proposed, you put a ring on it, but you ain't finished the job. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls that you actually like, so you still holding off. You really want to get with a white girl. That's the ones you actually like. But you holding on to her again, to save face because y'all been together all this time. If y'all split ways, it's going to put you in a bad light. Because we've been upholding this image that Kendrick is supposed to be a one-woman man. He's upholding all this positive stuff. Again, he's bringing them to the floor to say, you just like everybody else, nigga. What the fuck? Your darker secrets coming to light. It's all in your face, like what happened to Mike. So we're bringing Michael Jackson back into it. Vitiligo, you know what I'm saying? He was darker at one point and turned light. Dark secrets come to light. It's all in your face, like what happened to Mike. It's all in your face. That's tough from a rap perspective. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike. Like, maybe I'm actually Prince and you're Michael Jackson, because the proof is coming to your face. Like, you turning white on the low. You black, but you turning white because you love white women, but don't want to actually go get you one because it will fuck up your image. Right? Michael was praying his features would change so people believe that he's actually white. Top will make you do features for change, get on pop records and rap for the white. So he's saying Top backed you in a corner and made you do features with people like Taylor Swift, Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, and all these niggas just so y'all can make money and rap for white people, because he knew if you didn't make those moves, you wouldn't be nearly as successful. You wouldn't get those people, because now, if you look back at those records, that was when Kendrick got to get on the Grammy stages and shit. His first Grammy appearance was with Imagine Dragons. So he's saying all of these moves that y'all made, you try to act like I'm the one appealing to white people, but what about all the stuff y'all did to get you accepted by white people? And wait, you say Jermaine your brother, but wanting him to stay out the light. Oh shit, just follow me, right? Because nothing you say could bother me right now. I didn't understand this. You wanted him to stay out of the light. You wanted Jermaine to stay out of the light. I don't understand that, because J. Cole was the bigger artist first. J. Cole wanted to sign Kendrick. I don't see how Kendrick could ever want him out of the light. They've been friends this whole time. So I don't get that. It's just crazy to me that Drake has to defend J. Cole because Cole will rather not do it for himself. That's a whole nother conversation. And he says, nothing you can say could bother me. I get off the plane and nothing has changed. So he said, you said on your record, extortion your middle name when I get off the plane. I'm off the plane. Nothing's happened. I head to Delilah with all of my ice. He says it 4 times. I head to Delilah and ain't nothing been taken. This shit got to be over by now for anyone that's out here calling it, right? Like, your credibility is shot. You said something was going to happen to me. Nothing's happened to me. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. So they're still talking about this. Now, there is some article. It's not covered by any credible sources, but there is an article out there alleging that Kendrick Lamar did do some DV on his lady Whitney. Again, we don't have any credible sources that have reported on this, but it's something that's circulating on Twitter. And I think this is what Drake has been holding behind the scenes the whole time. It's like, you want to come at me. You want to do the self-righteous act. You want to do all this shit to try to make me seem like I'm, bullshit. You want to name your song Euphoria and then insinuate that I mess with young girls. You have no proof of that. But we actually have proof of you. And we did see you kiss the little girl on stage. We did see that you was friends with a young lady that was 16, and when you're 18, y'all was yucking it up. We did see that. So we got to deduct points on that, Drake. But he's saying, but there's actual articles out here that says you put hands on your lady, but y'all hired a crisis management team to scrub this stuff from the net. I don't think these are legit articles, but I don't know. He says the picture you painted ain't what it seems. Again, you're portraying an image, but are you really that person in real life? Twitter ain't facts. I'm just jumping in. But that was his big reveal, right? So now we got to get to Kendrick. That was Drake Family Matters. Kendrick comes with Meet the Grrrls. This song is produced by Alchemist. Now, for those that was on my stream earlier, what did I say? I said, keep the Alchemist away from this shit. I don't want to hear them fucking Alchemist beats. And what he go do? Rap on a fucking Alchemist beat. These niggas be watching my shit. These niggas be watching my shit, man. It's what, 300 niggas in here? And this nigga rapped on an Alchemist beat when I just said, don't do that. Come the fuck on, man. So Kendrick comes and he's penning letters to the family, to the Graham family. Verse 1, Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. So he's talking to Drake's son in his first verse. He said, I'm sorry that man's your father. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad's not responsive, right? Because Drake didn't want to man up and take ownership of the fact that this was his child. There was some speculation that the child could have been A$AP Rocky's. Crazy shit. He says, I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. So he's talking about Drake's dad. He said, I wish your grandfather would have wore a condom and we never would have even got Drake. We wouldn't have had to worry about none of this shit if that nigga was never born. I'm sorry that you got to grow up and stand behind him. Life is hard, I know. The challenge is always going to be this home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us till we grown. So this is some real shit. This is where the fight gets different. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't care for the beat all that much. It's a cool beat. But the lyrics, you got to really hone in on the lyrics. This is the same thing that happened with 616 in LA. I wasn't a big fan of the beat, but the lyrics on it were vital. It's just when it comes to what we're listening to, I want to come back to these songs. That's my only gripe with Kendrick. I want to come back to these songs and I don't want to hear dissertations, but he's going in though. So he's basically saying you're going to be embarrassed for your entire life. The way that your life started in the public eye was that your dad didn't want you. We're going to remember this forever, even into your adulthood. People are always going to bring this up about you. So you're never going to live, the life that you could because of this black cloud hanging over your existence. It's fucked up, but it's reality. And you a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor. Since your daddy won't teach you shit, let me be your mentor. Your daddy ain't shit. So let me step up to the plate and give you some actual jewels so that you can be who you could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Didn't they say who pissed on his leg? Was it T.I.? Shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. So he said if a nigga ever piss on you, you need to either die right there, like cease to exist, never walk around again as a man, or you pop his ass in the head. You need to retaliate if somebody piss on you. That's fair. We've definitely allowed that story to die out. Like you can't come around nobody talking about nothing if you let a nigga piss on your leg. You got the stench of another nigga on your shit. Nigga done put the mark of territory on you. And you walking around here like you some big shit. That's hard. Never fall in the escort business. That's bad religion. So he says, never fucking hire escorts. Some of these women that Drake is linked to, that's what they are. Right? Oh shit. We gonna get to all this. Hold on. Always remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. So he's saying, look at your father. Remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Look at the nigga that you call your daddy. That's what he is. He got plenty of women, but he's a bitch. Never code switch, whether right or wrong, you a black man. Even if it don't benefit your goals, do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. So here we go. Here we go. He says, never code switch. Be yourself at all times. You are a black man. Even if it don't benefit your goals, do some push-ups. Get some discipline. Right? Defend yourself. Defend your honor. Be an honorable person. Don't cut quarters like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. This nigga, he's not doing nothing natural, right? Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Stop. Don't go get surgery because you want to get in shape. Don't fucking get a V12 injection to suck the fat out your body and scope you some abs. Don't take Ozempic so you can lose weight. Go physically do it yourself. Get a gym membership. Don't be like your daddy. Be a real man. Understand I'm throwing rocks and hiding hands. That's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with. That's how you treat your mom. So he's saying, don't be ashamed of who you with. That's how you treat your mama. Stand on who you with. Don't be like this nigga. Don't have a kid to hide. Don't have a kid to hide again. Be sure 5% will comprehend, but 95 is a loss. So he's saying 5% of the world will understand this. 95% is lost. 5%, you know what I mean? We talking about 5% of language, them niggas in New York and all that shit. The deaf, dumb, and blind is the 90%. Be proud of who you are. Your strength will come from within. A lot of superstars that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. Right? Ain't nothing like him. You carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18. So he's saying, don't be like your daddy. I know you don't get it right now. You think he the coolest nigga in the world, but your daddy ain't shit. Play this again when you turn 18. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to get some life lessons out of this shit. Right? Then he pens a verse for Drake mama. Dear Sandra, your son got some habits. I hope you don't undermine them, especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions and hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. So he's coming in and saying, hey, your son got some fucked up tendencies with women. I hope you're not overlooking this shit just because he's your son. At some point, we got to acknowledge what's going on. And as a woman, you should understand what he's out here doing to women because you've been through it yourself. Comes in and start talking to Drake daddy. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. We heard about the master manipulator on Euphoria. We heard about the master manipulator here. He also mentioned it on 616 also. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. So he said, you gave birth to a manipulator. He's using you, a black daddy, as a favor to prove who he is. Outside of you being his dad, we don't really see no remnants of his blackness, but he uses you as a ploy to say, well, I got a black father, so I guess I'm black too. Let me get some braids in my hair at 40 years old. Fair. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. So he's saying he should be paying you more than he does because you're giving him all this validity. The fact that you lived in Memphis and all this shit gives him a whole identity to fall back on when he wants to become a rapper, but he was never that person before rap. But you are validating him. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addiction, psychopath intuition, the man who liked to play victim. So, you know, Drake has a gambling company, you know what I'm saying? And he's been putting up millions of dollars over the last couple of years on just random ass bets. So he's saying, I'm blaming you for your son's gambling addiction. He's a psychopath and he likes to play victim. You raised a fucking horrible person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down, but I'm about to say it's heavy. Now listen. So he's talking to this nigga parents. Like, y'all been appeasing this nigga his whole life. Y'all been playing him up like he's somebody of great value. Fuck this nigga, right? In so many ways. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their lives. So he's putting Drake in the same sentence as Harvey Weinstein. He's saying this nigga's a pedophile. I think niggas like him should die. He either need to get clapped or he need to be in jail for the rest of his life for grooming young women. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understand being a beard just fit him better. Now that's tough. That's tough. We've really introduced sexuality in this fucking this rap battle. We are literally this shit is turning into a goddamn social studies class. Oh my God. Grew facial hair because he understand being a beard just fit him better. Damn. Once again, we're getting some sexual allegations. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. Oh my God. Oh my God. Didn't Baka Not Nice get arrested for SA sexual assault? And he said he keep him on a monthly allowance. How you got niggas in your crew that go down for shit like that and you support them? You got to be supporting what he's done. Damn. A child should never be compromised and he keeping his child around them. Oh my God. How you bring your son around a sex offender, nigga? When is that cool? What part of the game is that? These the niggas you raising around your kid? You bringing around your kid? And we got to raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle. He should die so all these women could live with a purpose. So he's saying, fuck the battle. I want this nigga dead. Right? Now, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, we used to hear that the worst thing you could possibly be is a sexual offender of any kind. Whether you touch children, you violate women, shit like that. You don't deserve to live. So he's bringing those principles into the battle now, saying, fuck the rap shit. This nigga need to be dead. Damn. I've been in this industry 12 years. I'm going to tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. So he's saying some niggas is actually here to police the shit. Right? Some niggas is actually down with the weird shit and letting this shit go unnoticed. And anybody that try to put notifications out about what's going on, them motherfuckers is getting snuffed out by people in the industry. We know this to be true, but now we got Kendrick actually acknowledging, yeah, these niggas is on some sick shit. Y'all wonder why I don't be around here. Y'all wonder why I go off and be remote. Y'all wonder why I take 5 years away from this shit. I don't want to be around these motherfuckers. They be streaming 100 victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. What the fuck? Stream 100 victims all inside their home and calling them tender. So these women that y'all be around, you're not really getting them off Tinder. These are actual trafficked women or victims in general. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. This is Drake, right? People tried to act like Drake just all of a sudden leak a video of him stroking himself. Nigga, you leaked it your motherfucking self. Who the fuck, what type of nigga do that? To any woman that be playing his music, know that you playing your sister. Wow. Or better, you're selling your niece to the weirdos, not the good ones. So he's saying, if, as a woman, to be playing this nigga Drake music, you're playing your sister. You playing out all the ladies that have been affected by this nigga. Or you selling your niece to weirdos. Cat Williams said, get you the truth, so I'm going to get mine. The embassy about to get raided too. It's a matter of time. So he basically saying Drake house is going to get raided at some point. Because don't Drake call his house the embassy? He finna go out like Diddy. Did he do it? Who knows? Hey, LeBron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, will you keep the family away? So now he's saying, Bron, keep your kids away from this nigga. Steph Curry, Keep your fam away from this nigga. Y'all hanging out with this nigga, and y'all know what he into? Nah. Keep your family away from him. To anybody that embody their love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by them. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. So he says, stay away from this nigga. And I'm shooting through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. So I'm willing to go through anybody for this shit. I'm willing to stand on this shit. I'm willing to die for this shit type thing. This is what Kendrick is saying. I'm willing to stand on all 10 toes. Get this nigga out the motherfucking paint. And everybody that's standing by him, you better move or you gonna get hit too. Cause you being complicit. This is what Kendrick's saying. Verse 3. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. This nigga say you hiding another kid, a baby daughter that we don't know who she is. We don't know where she is. We don't know who the mama is. But now he's talking to an illegitimate child that Drake allegedly has. Holy shit. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but his music. Yeah, that's for sure. So he's saying only thing he cares about is his music. Everything else is expendable, including you. He a narcissist, misogynist living inside his songs, try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. He'd rather destroy other people's families than take care of the one that he has. Damn. This is like Loaded Lux going against Calico. I'm trying to give you the large picture. You don't get this work. Your pop wasn't no gangster. He was a lost nigga. This is where we going with it, folks. Should be teaching your timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, this nigga got an 11-year-old daughter? Oh, no. Now, I don't know this to be true. This is what Kendrick putting down. I'm picking it up. But there have been plenty of women in the industry that have said Drake has made them get abortions. We have heard that. But this one survived. Whoa. Or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you. Instead, he be in Turks paying for sex and popping perks, examples that you don't deserve. So he said instead of taking care of his child, he's out in Turks and Caicos buying hookers and popping perks. Drake do be rapping about half a pill, you know what I'm saying, and all that other shit. So clearly he popping perks. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and to change your father's mind. Because our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. So he's saying, you need to get to know your father, but you got to know him as who he is. You know what I'm saying? Children is the future, so you the future, but you got to be intimately informed about who this nigga really is. He lives in a money illusion, but that's the life that he's used to. He feels like money will make everything better or clear him of his wrongdoing. His father probably didn't claim him neither. Oh my God. Dennis. Did you do the same shit to Sandra? Damn. History do repeat itself. Sometimes it don't need a reason. But how I like to say it's not your fault. He's hiding another child. Give him grace. It's the reason I made Mr. Morale. Wow. Give him grace. It's the reason I made Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale is an album about forgiveness and family issues. But y'all ain't like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. I'm just fucking with you. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something. It's hope later. I never want to hear you chase a man because it's failed behavior. So he's saying, I never want to hear about you chasing a nigga. That's failed behavior, right? Don't chase after niggas that's like your daddy. Be firm in your own self. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. Don't do no shit like that. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is. Just play this song when it rains. God damn. Yeah, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? and a fucking deadbeat that should never see more life. Meet the Grrrls. So this nigga said again, your daddy's a hit maker. He's a superstar. He the biggest shit walking. And he doesn't deserve to take another fucking breath. So again, you want to come at me on some rap shit. You want to get the bars off. You want to do this, you do that. But you a fucking pedophile. You don't deserve to live. You got all the money in the world. You got niggas bowing at your feet. You got women bowing at your feet. You got access to everything. But you a weird nigga. You a pedo. You don't deserve to be out here. They need to put your ass to sleep. Like Kojo or Cujo. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn. So now that we got through both records, let me come back and look at the poll. Y'all see I ain't read no comments. These niggas dropped 6-minute songs. We had to go through the lyrics. Oh, man. K-Dot definitely got skeletons. I mean, Drake started putting some shit in, you know. I think everybody got skeletons, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2 in the morning. Yeah, this some crazy shit. Lyrically, when you just look at what he's saying, Kendrick is killing him, right? But when you play the record, it still doesn't hit the way that I would want it to. This is where I'm at odds with the Kendrick fans, and I'm a Kendrick fan myself. But if he put these same lyrics over a beat that I would want to hear, that turns the effectiveness up 100%. Right? And this is going to be the fundamental difference between the audience in this battle. Is Drake, his strength is making good, palatable music for the ear. Kendrick, it's arguable that his skill is making music for the soul. He's even rapping over soul beats and production in this battle with these last 2 songs. But the thing about the soul is only a portion of the audience is actually gonna pick up what he's putting down. A lot of people aren't making it to the end of this song outside of the Kendrick fans. Then you got on Drake's side, he's dropping hard bangers, but the Kendrick fans is like, fuck what this nigga talking about. He ain't talking about shit. So we're not gonna find a clear winner. We're in kind of stand territory with the fan bases. I've gotten jumped by everybody's fan base in this battle, by the way. I got jumped by J. Cole fans. I got jumped by Kendrick fans. I done got jumped by Drake fans. So I'm looking at everybody from a certain perspective because I'm just evaluating everybody for their contributions. And I just feel like Kendrick would do himself a much better service if the beats at least had an 808 in it. If you just take that same beat, put an 808 in that bitch, it would have hit harder. But the lyrics, you can't really refute. But the way he delivered it, the way that the beat plays, the way that the song sonically plays, it's not aesthetically pleasing to the ear, which I guess it's a sober moment. So maybe it's not meant to do that. But from my vantage point, when I look at legendary rap battles, it's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. And it's also about setting the stage. All my favorite diss records have dope beats. So that's where we are with the distinction. Now, I've received some texts for some additional context, right? So I got this text that I guess DJ Akademiks claims he got intel from Kendrick's camp that the details of the cover of Meet the Grrrls contains a glove, Ozempic, and receipts that were stolen from a suitcase that belonged to Drake's dad. Okay, so the glove, the Maybach glove or whatever, the t-shirt, not the t-shirt, but the fucking button-up shirt with the dog on it, the pills on the cover of Meet the Grrrls, all of that came from Dennis Graham's suitcase, Drake's daddy. So he's out here carrying Ozempic. I don't know what these receipts are. I guess he's fulfilling the Ozempic prescription and giving the medication to Drake, allegedly, I'm guessing. So I might as well share this with y'all. That nigga used my motherfucking thumbnail, so we're gonna use his clip real quick. So let me get this over here for y'all. All right.
Contains things that is from Drake's pop's suitcase. So Drake's pop's suitcase had these things in it. Don't know how he got a hold of it. Don't know how this happened to get in Kendrick's hand. But apparently Kendrick Lamar must have got a hold of Drake's dad's suitcase. So we're talking about Dennis Graham, which is Drake's pops. Wow. Wow. Remember all that talk about leaks in the camp? This cover art.
All right. So clearly somebody from OVO sent this over to Kendrick. That's the same glove that was on 616 in LA. So 616 was a warning of further information of what was to come. He did say, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? So that's what we got there. Again, let me see here. Damn, where did that comment just go? You said the script said Aubrey? Interesting. Tatiana, you said that was Drake's suitcase? Okay, got you. So now we're being told from folks in the chat that is actually Drake's suitcase. We got super chats in here. I ain't even seen all this shit. Let me go through here and make sure I acknowledge everybody that super chatted. Big shout out to get this shit out the way. Big shout out to CEO. Shout out to Miss Noel. Big shout out to Tori Jones. Big shout out to Queen. Queen came through twice. Hold the fuck on. I got to play lotto for this. I have to. It's no way I could see all these super chats and not acknowledge y'all and play lotto real quick and then come right back. So shout out to y'all. God damn, this shit getting deep.
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Ooh, yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Well, I say throw it in my wallet. Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Well, I say throw it in my wallet.
I'm gonna have to put that on a t-shirt. What the fuck going on? That done turned into my new slogan. Wow. Let me actually read what y'all saying. Queen says they ain't throwing hands, they throwing ass in bottles. So that was the first super chat from Queen. She comes back and says, y'all drop $1 or $2 for J Nolan because ain't nobody doing it like J Nolan. Why? No copyright. Ain't that the fucking truth? Shout out to Queen. Tori Jones says, interesting that K says he doesn't like D because he's apparently like Weinstein and doesn't treat black women right. But he has no problem linking with Future and Kodak like they treat women any better. This is valid. However, I think what he's saying is that Drake literally is like a Harvey Weinstein, is literally a pedophile, is literally human trafficking women compared to somebody like a Future who may just be a womanizer, which ain't better. Well, it is better, but it ain't better. You know, you get what I'm saying. Kodak, he's definitely been in jail for SA. So I don't know. I don't understand his connection to Kodak Black, honestly. I feel like that shit was weird. But so I agree with you. Miss Noel says just for waking up to rock with us. Much appreciated, Noel. CEO says K-Dot lyrics are fire, but it's not easy on the listener's ears. Drake was more digestible. My parents laughed and bopped their heads listening to Drake's diss. But when I put on K-Dot diss, they said, ugh, what the fuck is that? Wow. This is keeping in tune with the people. This is what the people saying. CEO comes back again. Shout out. She says, dropping 50 for you being up with us at 2 in the effing morning, breaking this ish down. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go. Shout out to the Insider family. If you're not an insider, you need to be hitting subscribe. You need to be hitting like. You need to be hitting the motherfucking share on this video. Shout out to everybody in here with us. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The connection to Kodak is definitely questionable. Definitely questionable. You can't co-sign one and not fuck with the other. I do think that's valid. Hold on, what happened? And in Kodak's situation, it was a minor involved as well. That shit is deplorable. We're not gonna act like it ain't. That's why I don't support, bruh. Wasn't Jay Blaze displaced and connected to Drake at one point, like being trafficked? Jay Blaze. I gotta look further into this Jay Blaze. Drake should win on spins in the club, but is it worth it? Bushido says two evils. I guess you gotta choose the lesser of the two, right? Too Legit said you will need to see the pic with the name on the script. Neo, is Drake's Family Matters video him crushing the type of van Kendrick drove around in Good Kid, Mad City? That's 1,000% what's happening in that video. Drake fans have their goofy Canadian earmuffs on. Johnny Blaze, the singer, the rapper, she was trafficked by Drake? Word? Wow. I didn't hear about that. Damn. And she just dropped a fire song a few weeks ago too. But I didn't know about that. Motivation Nation, I appreciate you saying that. These are some definitely sensitive topics. So if we could try to disguise them a little bit, that would help. I appreciate you putting that in there. You say Twitter got the answers? Let me see if Sway got the answers, man. Now, let me check my text again. So, there's also Drake playing a dirty game. Let me share my screen again. There's also this here. They say that Drake is wearing the ring that Kendrick proposed to his wife with in his music video. Now, I don't know if that's the exact same watch literally off of her hand, like somebody delivered this to him, or if he went and duplicated it, found the same ring, which is probably what he did. He went and duped it, because I would be very surprised to see the actual ring is no longer in Whitney's possession and in Drake's possession, unless she hand delivered it to him, which I think would be crazy nasty work. Again, niggas is playing dirty games. Let me look around for this Johnny Blaze Drake shit, cause I didn't know about this. But let's see if niggas can explain what the fuck going on. All right. So, says you got rich off stealing Flavor Boy, you whack to whack, LMAO, what happened to Johnny Blaze? Didn't she expose Drake for being gay? Sauce Walker said some shit like that. Did Drake have good peen? Johnny Blaze and Ghetto Barbie discuss. What the fuck is going on? This is an old video from TMZ. Hold on, y'all. This shit wild. What the fuck going on, y'all?
Speaking of Drake, though, right?
Yes.
Real did Drake have good dick?
No comment. My mixtape.
No, I just want real though, right? Because everybody,
Right. Damn.
No, Drake has no, but you really think about this shit, though, right? This is all honest, so it's honesty, right? And you look at Drake, and he seems like a light skin, like a goober ass dude, but he's not. He's but I'm just saying when you look
really
at him,
cool.
his look.
I'll say this. He is a nice person, and I respect him. And because I am a new person, like if I was an old person, I would say some crazy stuff.
Yes or no?
Is it? Thank you.
Yes or no? One simple.
I can't.
So it must be weak, though.
Okay, because she
It has to be. Yes, no, thank you. Right? Because if it was great,
you'd have been like, damn, that dick was. I want some more of it.
You're wrong. You're dead wrong. I'll say this. I can't comment, and whatever the hell I did to that man that was stupid, I apologize. This is the first time I'm really like on a show saying I apologize.
Speaking of,
What the fuck going on, man? This is a tweet from 2014. Drake's stripper girlfriend Johnny Blaze aborts his baby and leaked tape. I don't know how real that is. Y'all would have to let me know your thoughts on some of this shit. Johnny Blaze apologizes to Drake, says he didn't send goons after her. So did he or did he not? She apologized. 2016, she went on Vlad TV. Drake forgave me for saying we hooked up with no protection. What the fuck is this? What the fuck going on, y'all?
I'm not going to sit here on an interview and be like, yeah, I be texting him or calling. No, there's none of that. It's just you're good. You know what I mean? Like, it's forgiven, it's cool, and that's all I ever needed. I don't need no validation for nothing else. I just need, you're good, we're okay. I'm not going to sit here.
2019, Johnny Blaze on if she had a fivesome with Drake. Explains why she tried to expose him because she was hurt he wouldn't make her his girlfriend. I'm scared to click on some of these fucking links, though. This look like bullshit. I'm surprised Kendrick didn't bring up how Drake sent the goons to Johnny Blaze's crib to make her get that abortion. Johnny Blaze talks Drake forgiving her for snitching on him. What the fuck going on? Gossip in 2014, Drake is going raw in prostitutes. Johnny Blaze starts crying, talking about her past as a hooker. What the fuck going on? I'm telling y'all, If I didn't feel bad about putting profanity on a t-shirt, I would definitely put that on a shirt. What the fuck going on? Or just do what WTF going on? Cause I say this shit too much on the channel. Cause niggas be having me flabbergasted. I didn't even know all this shit. I don't keep up with bruh to know enough about all that. Let me stop sharing my screen. Hey, I don't know. Imagine being a popular rapper with hundreds of millions that still need to pay for sex and validation from strippers. Wow. This shit crazy, man. I don't even know. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Now, oh man. On Twitter, somebody else says, Kendrick says, you a crackhead, gambling addict, pedo with a secret daughter. Drake says, whoa, a kid? So Drake did put this photo out responding to Kendrick's diss. Let me put this on the screen. Drop a 50 bag. Good God. So Drake put this in his story after Kendrick's shit dropped. He says, nah, hold on. Can someone find my hidden daughter, please, and send her to me? These guys are in shambles. So he's basically denying that he has a hidden daughter, but didn't acknowledge nothing else. Didn't acknowledge nothing else in the diss, but said, if y'all can find my hidden daughter, please hand deliver her to me. Jay Trice, you said, what is he gonna say? Well, he could say, this shit ain't true. He could say whatever the fuck he want to say, honestly. I just find it interesting that was the response. What about the rest of the record? What about the nigga talking to your daddy, talking to your mama, talking to your son? How you let a grown man talk to your son about you? And you don't acknowledge that, but you acknowledge, hey, I would not be surprised if he has an illegitimate daughter somewhere. Niggas try to claim Jay-Z got illegitimate kids out here. I don't know. It's a grown ass nigga today out here claiming he's Jay-Z's son. And his mama died and all this shit. I don't know what's real. I don't know these niggas to go to bat for this shit like that. That's what I've had to learn. I don't know none of these niggas to go to bat for none of these niggas, Kendrick included. Now, I don't think nobody's career is going to be ended by none of this shit. Let's keep that shit all the way 1,000. Nobody's career is being ended off this shit. These is rap lyrics. These niggas have billions of dollars invested into them. Between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, billions of dollars are invested into their success. This battle is not going to take nobody food off the table. This is clearly just about a man-to-man conversation. And whoever comes out on top, they get bragging rights. I don't think no investigation is going to be opened up on Drake based off what Kendrick is talking about. Even if the shit is real. It may happen years later. Look at Diddy ass. So nobody's career is coming to an end. This is all about conversation. Now, shout out to my baby. What else we got here, man? What the fuck Rick Ross talking about? What this nigga Ross talking about, man?
Damn right, boy. Kendrick done bust you in the head before y'all even finish the publishing splits.
Hell nah. I know this nigga Ross having a great ass time. But Ross, that Champagne Moments wasn't that great of a song. The talk at the end, legendary. The song, are we still listening to it? Elite says, shit, if those women or girls start talking, then it would definitely end Drake. That's going to take time, though. This is not a beef. Drake won't be ended, but I will not look at him the same way. What you mean it's not a beef? This is definitely beef. This is Outback Steakhouse. Too legit. You say he denied his child because he ain't know if it was his, just like most dads nowadays. Are you advocating for that? Because a lot of these niggas be going 18, 25, 30 years denying their kid and then find out it's theirs. So we don't co-sign shit like that. Lives have been ruined off shit like that. People have done harmful things to themselves off of shit like that. So let's not act like that's just cool. Especially when a fucking test is so accessible in 2024 or whatever the fuck year that was. They took a test to figure out Adonis' ass. Who's this 11-year-old child? Again, I'm not picking no sides because I don't know any of this shit to be real, true, or whatever. This is rap beef. Niggas is gonna bring out what they got, and I'm gonna allow niggas to do what they do and reserve some of my opinion for further review. Motivation Nation says Kendrick is trying to get in Drake's head, not ruin his career. It's a mind game. I understand that, but let's just humor the accusation, right? Drake doesn't strike me as somebody that is hiding, right? He don't strike me as he's hiding. He's a if you got something, put it out there type nigga. He leaked his own nudes. So, I don't know. He feel like he untouchable. Nah, this shit ain't over. You need to go to sleep. If you gotta go to sleep, if you gotta get off the stream, it's okay. I mean, it is late as the fuck. I was asleep when all this shit came out. I had to get my ass up out the bed. What did Drake do to all these people? That is a great question. At some point, it's gonna come to light. At some point, this battle ain't over. And if these niggas just drop back to back to back. This is far from over. They probably in the studio right now cooking up on both sides about what they finna say next. The shit is in overdrive, hyperdrive. This shit could, another record could drop by the time niggas wake up to like later on today. You say run back through the lyrics on Meet the Grams? Hell no, I'm not finna run back through them lyrics again. That's a 6-minute song. We went through that already. You're gonna have to rewind the video. Too legit. We understand you a Drake fan. I'm not taking no sides. I'm not taking no sides. I done told niggas, I done been through enough. I feel you, Tyler. She said, I'm gonna need them niggas to take at least two business days to recover before they drop anything else. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them niggas could drop another song right now. I'm here for it. Me personally. You said, is that a wedding ring? So at the end of the video, Drake allegedly has the ring that Kendrick's fiance, I guess they never sealed the deal on the marriage, even though they've been engaged for 10 years or 9 years. So he has a duplicate of, I'm assuming it's a duplicate. I'm not assuming that it's the real deal, but of her ring. You can't be talking to me. Nomel says, I pray no one drops anything else unless it's an ass shaker. Let us rest for a moment, rap gods, please. Hey, I'm gonna say it again. I feel for y'all. But I don't give a fuck if they drop 6 more records by Sunday. I'm going to be listening to the motherfuckers and dissecting, trying to get to, okay, well, nigga said this. Bad. I'm going to be honest. We got plenty of time to run this shit back and dig deeper. But if niggas want to shoot the fade, I ain't no referee to shoot the fade. Shoot the fade. I'm standing back. Elite says, I'm convinced Drake must have messed with one of their underage sisters, daughters, or something. That would be a crazy revelation. Tori says, I'm pleasantly surprised that Drake responded the way he did. I honestly didn't think he had it in him to respond with something good. I ain't heard him like this in a hot minute. I'm not surprised. To be honest, I'm more surprised when I look at this poll and I see 79% of people with over 700 votes saying Kendrick is taking it. 11% say Drake. 10% say the kids are ultimately losing. That's what surprises me, is the weight is so heavy on Kendrick winning. I thought Drake would get a little bit more support, but clearly OVO Sweatshop has not shared this link. Oh man. Say, do I think it's gonna get violent? I think it may already be violent. I think somebody, especially, here's what I say. I don't know if it gets violent between TDE and OVO, I think somebody definitely gonna get their ass whooped from the Weeknd camp or Drake camp. Them Toronto niggas, they're more closer in proximity. They're moving around in similar shit. I think the same weekend of OVO Fest, the Weeknd has a concert going on. So their crews are gonna be in Toronto at the same time. I think somebody may get their ass whooped on that side of things. I don't think Kendrick and Drake camps are gonna get into a physical thing. And if it does, it would have to happen in LA. And that's not home field advantage for Drake. So I would hope nothing like that goes down, because that could get ugly. Lala says, I like Drake's, but the info K-Dot was saying had me like, what the fuck? Motivation Nation said they wasn't impressed by Drake at all. That's crazy to me. That nigga was spitting. I don't give a fuck. And where Drake gets points for me is I'm going to go back and listen to that fucking Family Matters. I don't know if I'm going to go back and how many times I'm going to go back and listen to Meet the Grrrls. It's the same shit I was talking about earlier. When I put my playlist about this beef together, I'm going to have Like That in the playlist. I'm going to have Push-Ups in the playlist. I'm going to have Euphoria in the playlist. I'm probably going to have Family Matters in the playlist. Am I going to put Meet the Grrrls or 616 in LA on that playlist of shit that I want to hear just on a, you know what I'm saying, regular basis? No. That's not saying Kendrick ain't rapping. That's not saying Kendrick ain't delivering. He's just not delivering what I ordered. And I can't say he's wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. But that's just me. All right, you got to get the fuck out the gate. Camila says they both did well this last round, but Kendrick was on another level. Yeah. Tyler says I wouldn't go back to 616, but I would go back to Meet the Grrrls. That's fair. Meet the Grrrls definitely has a little bit more to it. You say if Drake don't file a defamation suit, then it's over? I don't think so. Nah, I ain't got no stem check. I'm honest with y'all. Like, man, I am a music fan. Like, I refuse to be swept by any camp. I'm not OVO. I'm not TDE. None of these niggas got shit for me. Right? But I listen to music off enjoyability. I don't listen to music to learn. I don't listen to music to form my opinions about the world. When I was 15, maybe. As a grown man, no. So I want to hear music that fucking makes me want to hear it. Everybody has different tastes. Some people like listening to Common. Some people like listening to motherfucking Future. Motivation Nation says Drake must have violated the bro code because industry guys don't care about most of the stuff Kendrick said. I think that's fair. Piece of Kai. Kendrick is giving non-ghostwriter pen and it's still not enough. I don't know. I feel the goalpost is moving between the two. Who is really doing it for the culture? Who's doing it for the culture? I mean, does the culture really win at all? To have these niggas going at each other? It depends on what culture we're talking about. Are we talking about black culture or are we talking about hip hop culture? Hip hop culture wins. But to have these niggas tearing each other down, I don't think that's, you know what I mean? Unless we got proof, verifiable proof of everything Kendrick is alleging about Drake to say he is a terror to society, that would be the game changer. Because he could say it in raps all he want. Crown by K says, that's where we're mistaken. Kendrick isn't an industry guy. He's in the industry, but if you ever listen to the people around him or his peers, they don't see him mingling in industry shit. Yeah, he's definitely been outside the scope of the industry for years now. He's definitely stopped playing them games. I feel like Kendrick stopped playing industry games when Diddy tried to pour that drink on his fucking head. If we keeping it all the way real. That nigga Diddy tried to pour that drink on his head for that Control verse, and that nigga J. Cole pieced him up. I think he said, all right, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. I thought this was about music and shit. Y'all niggas really took that personal? Bet. Damn. They on Twitter telling Bron to hide his family from Drake. Damn. Let's see if Bron invite his ass back to that barbershop. It's a fair view. I don't know. I think the cosplaying and ghostwriter should disqualify you when you are dissing with hip hop culture. Like how many battle rappers you know using ghostwriters? You would be very surprised to know how many battle rappers are using ghostwriters, as a matter of fact. Them niggas be think tanking them bars. You see how them battle rappers be having their crews of battle rappers? You think they coming up with everything themselves? Hell fucking no. As somebody who watches battle rap and sees how niggas switch sides, switch teams, diss niggas that was friends with them last week, nah. Top want to piece it up. Top want to piece it up. Nah, that's over with. Oh, man. K-Dot begging the female community to stay away from this ninja. Hey, I mean, that's the thing about battles. That's the thing about the fight. Styles make fights. You come to the battle with a strategy, a particular strategy. As we can see, both of them are sticking to their strategy. Drake is going for the casual listener, and I'm going to diss your ass, and I'm going to say some shit about you, and like I gotta be honest here. When he started talking about Kendrick in terms of fake activists, what you really doing in Compton, what you really doing for the world when you come out here on this revolutionary Negro shit, I think those are valid claims. I think those are valid questions. Just because you made songs that niggas played at the protests, where was you? Not saying I don't like Kendrick or that he wasn't present, but I think those are valid bars too. Nah, I feel you, Kai. This whole hip hop shit is a farce. I mean, the first mainstream hip hop song was stolen from a nigga notebook. So we could never build on that foundation and think everybody's gonna write their own shit. Queenie says, you think Kendrick told J. Cole to stand down? I don't personally think Kendrick told Cole to stand down. I think Cole understood, like, I think he had to do some real evaluation. I think that's why he couldn't sleep. I think Cole had to go play them niggas' discographies over that weekend. I think that's why that nigga was forgetting lyrics on stage that next day and shit. That nigga went back and played all them albums of them niggas dissing each other subliminally and was like, do I really want to get involved with this shit? I don't think Kendrick said, hey, bro, I'm coming for your ass. I think Cole did some shit that was out of his character. That was already the first infraction. Like, damn, I've been telling niggas for years if I diss a rapper, it's gonna be legit. But I really ain't got no problem with dude. He violated that personal code. And then he went back and listened to them albums. Like, these niggas really don't fuck with each other. Then there's the whole Kendrick declining to be on first person shooter. So he should have known off rip that that was an issue. Cause why not get on it? If niggas ain't never got beat up, stabbed, shot, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. Why you don't want to get on a song with him after all these years? Because I'm quite sure first person shooter was the olive branch. That was the opportunity to piece it up, make money together, and I wouldn't have been surprised. Let's keep it a buck. If Kendrick would have got on first person shooter, I think that Big Is the What tour would have been them three niggas. It would have been Drake, Kendrick, Cole. One big tour. If they would have did first person shooter together. Kendrick said, I still don't fuck with you. A lot of time has passed. I don't fuck with you. Cole, at the time, was like, damn, is that deep? Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to put it out as is. Cole still was holding out hope. Then Like That comes. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? So, I think he made the right move for who he is. Every nigga ain't a gladiator. Lala, you know what I mean. If ain't nobody really got in no problem, then yeah. K-Dot reminds you of a hobbit? What you mean a hobbit? I don't know if J. Cole is psychic. I feel like J. Cole is definitely an empath. You know what I'm saying? He understood that he didn't want to get involved. Cause I mean, who doesn't know that these niggas ain't like each other for 10 years? They've been going at it long enough. Tori says, yeah, I'm glad Cole bowed out because he would not survive everything that's happening. I don't think he would have good enough bars to really go against Kendrick. Well, there's also another angle that doesn't bode favorably for Cole. So we're getting into the actual shit of the battle now, right? So now, as we're in the heat of the battle, niggas' dirt is starting to be surfaced, right? Kendrick's calling Drake a pedophile. He's he likes young women. He might be a Harvey Weinstein. He might be this or that. On Drake's record, he's alleging that Kendrick ain't all who he's cracked up to be and says that he's putting his hands on his fiance. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's fake, but these are stories that are coming from somewhere. So at this point, Cole like, man, I don't want nobody digging up nothing I got going on. I made it this far unscathed. If there was ever any problem, the shit got muffed out before it really got big. I don't need nobody pulling the skeletons out my motherfucking closet. Y'all niggas got that shit. I see y'all saying bye to Tyler. Where Tyler at? Oh, she said, I'm tired, guys. I'm going to bed and I'll watch the rest of the stream in the morning. All right, Tyler, have a good one. You say you can't respect what Cole did. It's literally throwing a rock and hiding your hand. He pretended like he was acting out of maturity, but he was just reacting to the horrible response he got. I'm not gonna roll with that narrative. I think Cole knew he could go harder, but he didn't really have that issue. Kendrick is a warrior. Niggas say what they want about Drake. Drake has proven himself to be a warrior. He's not backing down. You may not like him. You may not think he has good character. But these niggas is warriors. Cole, I don't see warrior. And that's not a knock on him, right? Kendrick says, if y'all niggas really want this, I'll be YNW Melly. I'll take both y'all niggas out if it's a real, if we doing this, I'm willing to say fuck everything. Cause Kendrick, as we can see, hasn't been playing the industry games. We don't see him around a lot of people in the industry. We don't see him with industry friends. I think he's content with his life to say, hey, even if J. Cole gotta be sacrificed, even though I fuck with bruh, I'm gonna go back home to my family and ain't shit gonna change about my operation. I'll take the nigga out if I got to. I think on the other end, Cole was like, damn, I really wanted to build community. I wasn't doing features with niggas or nothing. I wanted to finally be a part of history with fellow peers. This ain't what I got in this shit for. I didn't start working with niggas to be enthralled in they beef. So I'm not mad at Cole. We're gonna make fun of his ass in the grand scheme of things, but am I really mad at the nigga? No. I'm not even saying, Ocean says, Kendrick does not strike me as a guy that would lie for the sake of a beef. I don't know if he's lying, but that doesn't mean that his information is 1,000% concrete neither. Please don't ever put Cole and Logic in the same sentence again. Much love and respect to Logic, but don't do that. Solomon, I appreciate you being honest. You voted Drake. I'm not mad at you. No judgment from me. All I know is this shit finna get very interesting. That's all I know. Ain't no turning back now. Niggas got to go full-fledged on the war. And I personally feel like Kendrick, it's time to hit some niggas for some beats, man. Man, you not finna come in here talking about Logic, man. I said much love and respect to him. He's a dope artist when he wants to be. But that nigga is like a Dragon Ball Z character. You know how they got them niggas that's manufactured with Goku and Vegeta DNA and shit like that? His whole career sounds like other niggas' discographies. Respect him though. But he's not the subject of the conversation. We won't even go too much further on Logic. I like Logic though. Say what? Drake not backing down narrative. Let me see him push a T then. He did push a T. Like, that was a nice line by Kendrick, but we saw him engage in the battle with Pusha T. He's not gonna fight to the death with that nigga though. I wouldn't expect him to. Pusha T was never the real target anyway. This Kendrick Lamar battle has been brewing their entire careers. Ever since they did Poetic Justice and the Control verse came out, them niggas done had it out for each other. And they've been doing a motherfucking square dance ever since. So to try to act like Drake is backing down, how could he possibly be backing down when he just dropped a record 2 hours ago? That's not the actions of a person that backs down. Nah, I respect what you saying, Destro. I'm just saying don't insert nobody name that, because I'ma shoot Logic plane out the sky. You keep throwing them out there. No disrespect to him, but these are titans we're talking about. Dot got Soundwave, Hit Boy, Pharrell, Cardo, and Keem. He need to put them to work and come harder next round. You know, hey, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little scoop, right? So shout out to Crown by K. She sent me some Kendrick shit, and it was like rough drafts of all of Kendrick's albums. I'm gonna hone in specifically on his most recent album, though, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. A lot of those songs on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers had different beats originally. Some of those beats got fine-tuned and changed and manipulated into new songs by the producer Boy Wonder, who's on Drake's team. So that could also be a reason why these beats ain't hitting the way that they could be. Because now that this battle is full throttle, he ain't got access to Boy Wonder to come through and fix a few things. Just being honest, we evaluating everything for what it is. Hey, the fam done spoke. Hold on. All right, no Mel. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. You know I'm gonna be back on here in hours. Lalinda, I appreciate you tuning in as well, everybody. But let me see what my fam talking about. Said, Cuzzo, I think Drake has the better production choice between the songs, but Kendrick, far as lyrics and angles, I see Kendrick lining Drake up somewhere down the line for the knockout. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been talking about. Like, beat-wise, I'm a little underwhelmed by Kendrick's choices, but lyric-wise, he's snapping. I wish he would have chosen just a slightly better beats or slightly modified versions of those beats to where it keeps your attention. Not just his words. I understand that he's going for that, but you know, we come from that era where the beats and the rhymes got to have a certain type of je ne sais quoi, a certain type of marriage. And I feel like that's where Drake excels. I saw people earlier that was like, who's gonna be playing the Drake shit in the club? All three of them verses, because they got different beats, are gonna be getting played. Please believe me. That would be kind of fire, actually. Shit, get with Metro. I know Metro got a beat pack waiting on K-Dot. What the fuck? Metro, where you at, nigga? Make some more drums, nigga. Metro need to be on the drums like 24 hours at this point. The finger says cheat code. Kendrick next drop starts with that President Obama clip where they asked him which rapper was better. Obama definitely said he was taking Kendrick. You said Kendrick's beats were hitting harder than Aubrey's? Nah. As a hip hop fan, we're gonna have to have a very, very big difference of opinion on that. But I respect it. Because we all got different ears, different tastes. Nah, Ocean. The beat matters, nigga. If they not, only way a beat don't matter is if them niggas show up on Smack URL TV and go bar for bar. Which we know they're not gonna do. So if you're playing in a musical game, you need to make music. I don't give a fuck. Thank you. Get Kendrick ass in the studio with Just Blaze. Where the fuck is a Just Blaze at? Where it's too many ill producers in this world to be coming with subpar beats. I give no fucks. I'm willing to die on that hill. If you gonna say something you want me to listen to it, you gonna have to give me some ear candy. Miss Noel says, Twitter saying there's an article about legal filings from a waitress for paternity on a child. Interesting. I know y'all gonna cape for Kendrick no matter what. I understand. Krillians, ain't you a Nicki Minaj fan? I could never have bad taste. Hey, man, y'all gonna quit playing with me. Now let me look at this goddamn Twitter shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. Now this was wow. Damn, I forgot about this shit. Hold on, let me share my screen with y'all. Fuck. So somebody reached out to Nitty Scott MC. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know Nitty Scott MC like that. She's originally from Florida, if I'm not mistaken, but she became a rapper in New York. Somebody says, there is not rumors about you being one of Kendrick's side pieces in the past. Just asking, by the way. Nitty Scott comes out and says, side piece, rumor? Baby, that was my little double dates with Absol and Yaris and all. Never been a sneaky link. I'm grown. That tea is confirmed, cold, and stale. Shit. I forgot about this. Shit. Somewhere along the line, Kendrick had a little situation with, hold on, super chat, big shout out to Ant. Kendrick might win a Grammy. Now, ain't nobody getting no Grammys for these diss records though. I appreciate the super chat, big Ant. I want Alchemist nowhere near this. I said that earlier, but yeah, Alchemist did do Meet the Grams. I told y'all earlier, keep Alchemist away from this shit. I don't want to hear no loops. But so Nitty Scott, somewhere around the time Kendrick dropped Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick and Nitty Scott were like an item. He featured on a song she did called Flower Child, but I think he never showed up for the video or something like that. But they was getting it in. But again, even in the midst of all of that, Whitney was still in the picture in some way or form. Or maybe they was on a break. I don't know. But I do remember this. So the chickens is coming home to roost for everybody. Can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Damn. Lovelyti. Oh, but y'all just don't understand, man. I come on this bitch to have a good time. Miss Noel, exactly. Alchemist needs to be on the deep cuts only. Say that shit for the album. You said Nitty Scott Google necessary. So yeah, if you weren't really tuned into the blog era, like on a deep level, you wouldn't know who Nitty Scott MC is. But she still raps, but she ain't really rapping like that. But she been around for a long time. Nigga said, goddamn, Kendrick having snacks on the side? Sheesh. That nigga might well come to the dice game tomorrow. Hey, man. That nigga Kendrick might need to goddamn fly out to the A. Come get with goddamn Future in them. For real. Don't send the verse in next time. Actually come to the grounds. Damn. He ain't admit to Nitty Scott though. She confirmed everything. That nigga ain't never spoke on it. He spoke about smashing them white girls, though. Can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Oh, no. You say, what happened? Blackface Drake got murked is what happened. Hey, man, I told y'all probably an hour ago, I'm not on nobody's side. Yeah, she said she wasn't a side piece, but what does Kendrick say to that? You can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Oh, man. Crown K, I'm with you. My thing is, she told her side of the story. Kendrick has never addressed it. That's all I'm saying. He's never spoken about it directly. He's never said shit about it. She's told it, but there's a lot of women in hip hop that have come out and said that they fucked with niggas that ain't never acknowledged them. So that's all I'm saying. You can't please everybody. Hey, man, I could have swore you came in here advocating on her side a couple days ago. Oh, man, not a Edomite. That's crazy. Oh, man. I'm just saying, what happens if Drake uses that? Right? Since she's out here currently speaking on it. What if Drake uses that? Because a lot of people don't know who Nitty Scott is. A lot of people don't know that story. So that's all I'm saying. And she's got a considerably less big. I mean, her platform is not big at all. So most people don't know that story. But like I said, the shit finna get interesting. It's finna get real out here on both sides. I think both parties feel like they got enough shit, enough music, enough whatever. You say use what? I'm saying most people don't know about the Nitty Scott story, right? You do because you're tuned into hip hop. I do because I'm tuned into hip hop on a deeper level. Most people don't really know who she is. So what if Drake brings that out and says, who is this? You say you've been with Whitney since you were 16 years old. Well, who is this that say you done been on double dates with Ab Soul? Who is this that say you've been in all of these, y'all was doing all of this and that, but you Mr. Morale? I think the greater hip hop community that's not aware of her and her story would look at him sideways. That's all I'm saying. You said he can't because it opens up the Blaze situation. I don't think Drake is afraid of the Blaze situation. I think it's already been addressed. So I think both of them, like somebody said earlier, everybody got skeletons in their closet. We as the people, we're going to evaluate and look at it and feel like what one side is worse than the other. Clearly, if you're a pedophile, that is worse. Clearly, if you're a Harvey Weinstein, that's worse. But that also puts the burden of proof on you. If you're going to make these heavy allegations, you're going to have to prove with heavy evidence that this is true. Otherwise, it's going to get swept under the rug. But Kendrick walks the moral high ground where it's kind of easier to cut him down because of his conscious play. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest about how society works. This is beyond hip hop. That's valid. Said playing with Kendrick, you're gonna have a little girl in this video. He already said he missed her 11th birthday. Hey, that's what's gonna be interesting. Like, where do they go? What's the next move? Because Drake drops a visualizer video of the Good Kid, Mad City van getting smashed, making duplicates of Whitney's engagement ring. Does Kendrick stoop to that? Does Kendrick actually know where this little girl is? Does he do a video, put her in it? Maybe not a music video. Maybe he does a community service type video. I'm about to go help the kids. But the kid he's helping is Drake's real daughter. I don't know. I don't know how they want to play this shit. Now, you know, the lines get muddy when people are on break. It's very convenient to say that, and it's probably true. But every nigga used that as an excuse. We was on a break. If we gonna have a conversation, I'm gonna have a real conversation. Grace Graham. Who the hell is Grace Graham? I could Google that name right now and it's going to be 1 million people that pop up. I know he said the name Grace. He said the word Grace on the song. But did he mention Nitty Scott? That's all I'm saying. I want someone to find that daughter. They'll be funny than a mug because not another child he hit. Hey man, he didn't hide the child from the world. He hid the world from his kids, man. This is a crazy world. Can't please everybody. That's what I should have put on this fucking cap on this picture. Can't please everybody. Damn. You say they got pictures of the daughter. Where are you seeing these pictures at? My Twitter feed must not have enough scandalous shit in it, because why my shit ain't coming up with the shits? Now, you get in here lying, we're going to ban you from the chat. You come in here lying, we're going to ban you from the chat. Again, I know everybody's going to move the goalposts for their faves. That's why I'm in the middle. And that's why I'm talking shit about everybody. And giving folks rope. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on now. Let's share the screen. So this says here, Kendrick Lamar just exposed that Drake has a secret daughter too. This is a TikTok. Drake took some pictures with a young lady holding this baby, this little girl. But this ain't no 11-year-old child. Drake only had braids for like a year or two. So I don't know. I don't know if this is real. I think this might be photoshopped. This look like it might be photoshopped. He ain't had a beard or them braids very long for this little girl to allegedly be 11 years old. That might be one of them Chris Brown meet and greet photos. Eternity Joy 13. I'm just saying. Okay, whoever this is, they shit is on private. I don't want to. I would share this screen, but I don't know who this person is. They have a child photo in this. I'll pull it up. So they saying this could be Eternity. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. This is a private account. There's no post that I can see. So that's what homie talking about. Pink Teton says that's from promo for his Sirius XM radio show. Okay. Again, I've removed having a side. I told you earlier, if we go off of who I've listened to more in my life, it will be Kendrick Lamar. But that has no bearing on this battle for me personally. It's a great question, Lala, why that child has a private page with 40K followers. I don't think this is actually a child's page. Talking about actor, dancer, singer, artist, writer, producer. Unless this child is a motherfucking virtuoso, how you doing all this shit? Eternity Gallardo. So maybe this is the mother's page with the child as the photo. But it says Agent EAA Kids, so this is a management agency for children though. Damn, son, where'd you find that? That's about the realest time you can hear that drop. Damn, son, where'd you find that? Holy. You said Drake's Wikipedia got changed to 2 children. Oh, wow. His Wikipedia got updated to 2 kids. You know, regular people can do that though. Niggas could just go in there and try to, it's gonna take some time to verify, but you know, niggas, nah, that's not true. His Wikipedia has 1 child on it. Photoshop. Is K-Dot wife Arab? No, I think she's mixed race, but not Arab to my knowledge. I feel you, Destro. The problem is Kendrick introduced this idea of the kids, of the minors. Both of them are playing with the kid as far as, come on, dog. Now you saying Wikipedia ain't law. This is what I'm talking about, man. We having a conversation. Somebody comes in here and says they updated the thing to 2 kids. I go check it and it's not correct. That ain't got shit to do with me. Come on, dog. But I feel where you coming from, in terms of the kids and all of this stuff. But if once you say stuff, people are gonna investigate it, right? You can't just introduce ideas and ain't nobody gonna verify it. Otherwise, that takes the fun out of the battle in terms of the public. Says, dude at the end of the Drake video is a fake mole he sent to give Kendrick false info. He even had him send the fake pic with the pills. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I was wondering what Homeboy's significance was in that video. That's an interesting theory. K-Dot wife does not look like Drake. She just light-skinned, bruh. There's pictures of Whitney online. Like, she don't look like Drake. They have similar skin tone, though. So, I mean, at this point, I don't think we really gonna get anywhere further in this moment. Twitter is doing what Twitter do. People are putting out theories. More information may come out later today or maybe in the coming days. More diss records might drop in the coming days. I feel like at this point, everybody's kind of picked a side. I feel like before these records even drop, people picked a side, which is why I'm here just kind of, I'm just fielding the information as it comes to me. And going from there, man. You said, can anyone confirm this? Kendrick hasn't mentioned Drake's name in any of his diss tracks. He used that man's government name. He called him Aubrey. And he said the names of his family members, more specifically. So one listen would have showed you that. Why would Drake tell a mole to tell him that his song is Family Matters? Nah, I don't think that's what they're implying. I think they're implying that the information that Kendrick received about all of the fuck shit is coming from somebody that Drake sent. So all of the information that Kendrick thinks he's able to stand on, they're trying to imply that Drake masterminded this to feed him that information, even though it's not true. I don't think that theory is valid, but you know, I think, all right, people are saying Kendrick's playing mind games. People are saying Drake's playing mind games. I think at the end of the day, the mind games they're really playing is with us. They're trying to manipulate our train of thought more than anything. These niggas don't like each other. They're going to try to out-rap each other, outwit each other. But ultimately, we're going to get food because we're going to get fed information and we're going to have to try to use our own discernment as to what's real, what's fake, what's true, what's not. We the ones getting played. Hell yes, I think they definitely playing in our face. How K-Dot gonna be up 4-1? He don't even got 4 songs out. Cut the shit. So, again, I don't feel like we're really moving the needle at this point. So, I'm probably going to just go ahead and sign out. I'll be back later. If more information, if more music drops, whatever happens, I'll be back. I appreciate y'all tuning in, all the insiders. I greatly appreciate y'all, everybody that super chatted. I appreciate y'all. Crown by K, I appreciate you. Everybody for having conversation and discourse. I appreciate y'all. Much love and respect. I'll catch y'all in a little bit, all right? Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.